creating engaging online content for your church. What a beautiful, what a mouthful right there. Creating engaging online content for your church. Now, if you can notice, the thing is engaging. The thing that, I don't even want to say a mistake, but the thing that many churches are doing right now, many people are doing in the ministry, is it's all recordings. It's all been recordings. What happened to exclusive content just for that particular platform? Made people feel welcome. Not a very generic, hey, welcome here, guys. No, hey, what's going on, YouTube? Appreciate you all being here. It means a lot. Hope you enjoy this. And little videos like that can be cut out and put at the beginning of talks or at the beginning of a recording. We want to create an engagement. And to create engagement, we have to ask questions. It's not a very engaging. How engaging is a service? Because you can't really talk to when you're in church. You can't really speak out. You can't really leave a comment when you're in the service. It's more of like one to many talking. That's it. One person talking, people listening. The engagement's very low. The engagement with just the congregation in itself is not there. It's not supposed to be. But in the online space, it can be. We can create groups. We can create engaging content. What was your favorite part of today's sermon? Let us know in the description below, in the comments below. What's the one thing you're going to take away from this sermon this week that could help someone else? That's something that's engaging. So I want you to think about this. Engagement is being able to ask a question and to get a response. You're not engaged with someone if they don't give you a response. If I say, hey, will you marry me? Will you marry me? If there's no response, there's no engagement. Engagement requires a response. Even asking someone to be engaged with you. Preach it. Even asking someone to be engaged with you, you're asking them a question. We shouldn't just assume someone should be engaged with us. Someone's going to leave a comment. We have to ask them, what do you think about this? What are your thoughts about this? Society's changed a little bit. It's changed a lot. It used to be gurus, people at the top just speaking down to the masses, and that's it. But now everything people say can be checked and looked at, and you can ask a 5-year-old how many kids did King Louis XVII have, and not only does the teacher know, but the 5-year-old can just ask the internet. So now we need engagement. Now we need to be able to speak to the people. We have to ask them questions. We have to be curious. We have to remind them that we're here for you. Hey, Instagram. Hey, YouTube. We want to acknowledge you guys personally and let us know what any prayer request you need. We're here for you. You can leave your prayer request in the comments below, or you can send us an email. We'll be happy to speak to you. It's amazing what you can do. It's amazing what's possible right now. But we have to understand, we have to go into it with a different mindset of we're here for engagement. When the sermon's over, now we need to engage with the people. One of the things that I've never been a fan of is when a church service is finished and then everyone just goes home. That's very, we've kind of overdone that to where I'm sitting next to someone the whole time, but I don't ever talk to them, engage with them, know where they're from, what they're doing, where they live, where they work. You know, one of my favorite things, and if I ever have my own church physically, after church we all will eat together. Always. Or at least once every 2 weeks, so we can get to know each other. We can engage with each other. We can build a strong community so that when someone's not there, we know, well, you know, sister such and such or brother such and such, you know, they weren't feeling well last week, but they came in anyways. They didn't leave a prayer request out loud so no one knew. But I talked with them while we were eating, and that's what they said they've been going through. Or their son is feeling not so great, and they're going to go visit them. They won't be here next week. We don't engage with people. And if you don't know, you know, my name is Luke Fitzgerald. You can Google me, but I was a pro athlete for 12 years. And the best teams that I played on, The best teams that I played on were all ones where we had something outside of the basketball court. There was something going on outside the basketball court. Meaning that there was something, when the game finished, we either went out to party together, we went to a restaurant together, we hung out together, we went shopping together, we went to the mall together, we did something together. And on any team where we did something together, we always felt more close because we weren't just people who were coming in to go to work and go home. So to create engaging content, we need to meet people where they are. We need to ask how they're feeling. Wait for a response. Ask a second follow-up question. Ask a second follow-up question. These are all things that are so vital if we want to create engaging content. Why should someone engage with your church? What are you saying that's making someone say something back? We live in a world now where people will say something controversial because it gets people fired up. But there's other ways you can do it. Asking someone what, I'm in Mexico by the way, so that's pretty normal. Asking someone what's been the biggest lesson they've learned this week that they'd love to share. Asking someone to share is a great way to get people engaged. But I challenge you to figure out what feels best for you. Whatever feels best for you. That's the most important. To get yourself engaged with the other people to get them engaged. But if you want a little starter pack, or we have it in the webinar down below. It's a totally free webinar for you and your ministry. But I want you to just think of a question that you could ask that gets people engaged. Asking people questions. Getting them engaged. One of the best ways to build a community. A best way to get to know what other people are doing. And more importantly, a great way to get yourself out there as a church that cares. A ministry that cares. So with that being said, I'll see you all in the next video. Be blessed.